there. I have not made a video in so long. If you can excuse my voice, I've had quite the cold, but I have the house to myself and I was cleaning and thought I'm going to show you. I've gotten several little fall touches from yard sales this summer for next to absolutely nothing. So I love incorporating them into my decor and trying not to spend any money at a store. So I just think that's such a fun challenge. So I'll just start over here. I got this little pumpkin pretty recently at a yard sale for $1, and it kind of has a sparkle to it. I don't know if you can see that on film. Love, love, love. I know those are only like maybe $14.99 at TJ Maxx, but you know, you can't beat $1, and it really went with my decor. I've had these pillows, I've showed these before from a yard sale. I've gotten 2 of these pumpkins, but it's been more than a year, so you've probably seen that. I know I used them last year, and they were $1 or less. I'll show you the other one in just a moment. You know, just branches that are free from the yard. And I really got into champagne gold from doing that at Christmas. So a few years ago, I did all my fall in champagne gold, and I'm just really loving it. I think it looks so pretty. And that's just a wreath that I made from picks at Hobby Lobby. And you know, these are just little picks that I pulled apart, the leaves that I hung there. And over here on the mantle, here's the other glittery champagne pumpkin. And the matching garland that I made out of picks. And this pumpkin was, I think it's the only, oh no, I bought 2 things this year. This was one of them. And it's Martha Stewart, and I got it at TJ Maxx. It was kind of expensive. It was $24.99, but it was champagne gold. And I was like, that needs to come home with me. This piece down here, I got just pretty recently at a yard sale, and she charged me less than $1. Isn't that so pretty? It's kind of not really my style, but because of the color of it, and it's just so old and perfectly patinaed, I thought I'd at least use it this year. I had some smaller ones that I had gotten rid of, but it just blends in so well, and it looks really pretty at night, as does this pumpkin. That's something I got at TJ Maxx, I'm pretty sure. These picks I got from a yard sale. I might have used those last year, I cannot remember. These are really pretty metal pumpkins. I didn't get those from a yard sale. Here's the other pillow. So pretty. I got this little mini velvety pumpkin at a yard sale, and I just added a little rhinestone pin to it. And over here, just want to show you, isn't that beautiful? I got that at Amish Country. We live in Ohio and love to go to Amish Country in the fall. I've had it a few years. This gorgeous piece I got from a co-worker's yard sale this summer. She sold me that for $3, and it is so detailed and such a lovely, it's a mix of like copper and champagne. Sorry, I've had a terrible cold and I'm just having so much trouble trying not to cough. These leaves I got a few years ago at a yard sale. Super inexpensive, probably all 3 of them for $1. Aren't they so pretty? And then the piece that they're hanging on is new. I got that for $1 at the same yard sale where I got the big pumpkin lantern that I just showed you. She was moving and I had like 8 items, and she said, oh, just $5. That's why I say it was really less than $1. It was a great yard sale. Had those leaves a while. And I think that's all for this room. Okay, I'm standing in the kitchen. The kitchen is kind of behind me, and this, there's our front door. I will start up here. This wreath is new. The one in the back, the one in the front I've had for a while, and it's from a yard sale. But the one in the back, a lady that owned kind of like a primitive type store with new items, she went out of business, and she was selling her items so inexpensively. Most of them just weren't really my style, but this wreath I thought was so pretty, and it had like a $40 price tag, and she sold it for like $3. So that was a really good sale. Over here, in this little area, I found 3 little of these little, kind of like a plate, trinket tray, candy dish, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Look at the detail. So beautiful. I love anything white. I just threw in some little brooches because I keep my jewelry in the top drawer. It just works out so nice. I have a love of earrings, and I have all my earrings in there so I can get ready for work and not have to run upstairs and do anything with jewelry. I just throw it on here and out the door I go. So I just kind of put the brooches there as a kind of homage to that. And this is the second tray that I got. So beautiful. This one came with a spoon, and even though it's vintage, it was new in the box. So I contemplated selling it, but just couldn't part with it. Okay, this is the area right behind where I was standing. And every single thing here I got at a yard sale except the mirror, and my husband made the shelf like 20 years ago. But everything else is yard sale, and these were a great find. It was a little box of these plastic leaves, but they look like mercury. And I just strung them on this little ribbon. Love those. So pretty. Just such a nice little touch of fall. And then a lady had all of these picks this summer. My mom happened to be up visiting, and she had picks for 10 cents. I couldn't believe it. And these are quality. They were all really nice. So I sent some home with her, and those were the ones I kept. And then I just glued some old pumpkins on some sticks. Then this pumpkin, grabbed it up from yard sale. I love these glass pumpkins anyway, but to find a white one, I was just thrilled. Okay, this is above my sink. This is the third little tray that I got. This is the prettiest one. I just love it. It's so detailed. It has little leaves inside the big leaf. So pretty. I'm gonna say it's Lenox. I can't remember. And it was $1, and I got it just, no, I'm sorry, this was $0.25. I got it kind of recently, and I couldn't grab it fast enough. This was the other new thing I got, this little garland I got at Home Goods. Thought it was so pretty. Has all my champagne in it and lots of little beads. So it just makes above my sink look so cute. I just thought I'd grab a couple fun things out of the kitchen to show you. This cup, I took out of the sink, it's dirty, but this is at Hobby Lobby, and it's not with their like fall things. It's kind of in the middle of the store, at our store anyway. So they have it fully stocked just last weekend. Me and my daughter couldn't believe it. We just thought it was so pretty. It's very heavy and nicely made. I just bought one for her to use for fun. She lives at home, goes to college, and I just, you know, love to make her all the fun drinks and foods. And I also got her this last weekend at a yard sale for $1. She just thought it was so cute, and I did too. And I'll make her little hot ciders and things in that. I got myself this stoneware mug, and it just fits in with the little theme so well. And then this basket I got at a yard sale. I love it so much. I have some Rolos in there. My mom had the big version of this every single year growing up, for, you know, the October month, and she always kept it full of candy. So I would love to find a big one, but it was so fun to find that at yard sale. I just couldn't have grabbed it up quick enough. It's Longaberger. We live in Ohio, and they're pretty much everywhere, but that is a rare one to find. And I probably paid maybe $3 or $4 for it. Look at all this beautiful pottery, all of it from yard sales. I got the pitcher and that tall skinny piece this summer, and this the short piece. Now the little nesting measuring cups I got at a store, but this large piece and all of that pottery is from yard sales. And I decoupage a lot of things. So I decoupage that little pumpkin with a hem. I'm going to end here in the dining room. This is the only decor I did. First time in 20 years since we built this house that I didn't decorate in the dining room. I just threw some leftover stuff in these pictures. But we use our dining room every single night, 7 nights a week, to package the items that we sell on Mercari. That is what keeps us going to the yard sales. We absolutely love it. We started very small, and we have grown exponentially. So 7 nights a week, we are packaging our items. We use the table in here to do that. So it would just be too hard to have things sitting out everywhere. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you for watching. I love showing you guys things I find at yard sales and how I place them in my home, and I just love that you had any interest in seeing it. So take care.